It's up at the top of the
We
screen.
are live. Hey, Internet friends, Magic Brad, Synergy Cafe, and the Synergy Collaborative. We're going to do a real quick one here today, and again, the topic is meditation. And Damon Dickinson is here. And Damon, are you there? I think you are. Yes, you are. Where are you?
I am indeed here. Here and
there. Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Brother Brad. How are you?
Should I mention to anybody that you haven't shaven today?
I guess so. I don't.
Keep that a secret.
I still got bedhead too. It's been a busy day, and I've been here all by myself. So in monk mode.
That's okay. I was that way the other day.
I didn't get up late.
Well, the nice thing about being self-employed is you don't have to.
That's
a little
right.
bit because tonight we're going to see that Yogananda movie.
Awake.
Yes, sir. So let's do this thing. The topic for today is a little bit similar to the one yesterday. It's can people get by without a coach? Yesterday's topic was about can you learn meditation with CDs and books and DVDs? Well, this is asking can you get by without a coach? So, Damon Dickinson, can you get by without a coach?
Yeah, you can get by. I got by for many years without a guide or a coach, but I wouldn't say that I was really progressing or thriving or really learning more new stuff. I was just doing a basic practice, and it was only until I actually had a mentor and teacher and a coach that I really started to progress and learn and move into deeper and deeper states of realization and growth. So it's definitely much more valuable to have a coach guide than to try to do it all on your own.
That. Yeah. Because your coach can see your stuff.
Yeah, there's just so many parts of our own subconscious, our habit patterns, our attitudes, our ways of getting into our own grooves that having someone on the outside to reference, and certainly someone with more experience, especially in that particular path, that can help us realize what we don't know we don't know. You know,
exactly. That's been
every time I meet with my teacher, which is unfortunately about once a year because he lives in Australia and comes here to the United States sometimes twice a year if I'm lucky to get out to LA. It's every time he shares something that just brings on a whole nother dimension of realization, understanding, healing, clarity, joy, and refreshes my practice. So I couldn't imagine doing it without it, or at least having a community as opposed to by myself. I mean, even that's just the next step, is to having a community to connect with, because yes, there are so many benefits to meditation, and one of the most powerful ones is the deep healing that's available. You know, we talked about in the basic science and benefits some of the most initial benefits of lowered blood pressure, parasympathetic nervous system relaxing, lower cortisol levels, dopamine and oxytocin being released by the brain. Those are all great, but there is a deeper level and foundation of healing that starts to happen the more that we actually practice. The deeper unconscious parts of ourself that has been pushed down or maybe put in there from trauma that never did get released will come up, and sometimes some people have heard, most people have heard of the dark night of the soul, and for me, in my experience, those deeper, darker parts that are ready to be healed because we're willing to face them now. We have the strength and we have enough presence and we've relaxed enough to let those things bubble up out of our unconscious and our nervous system to be healed. And to have support, to have a group, a community, and certainly a teacher or guide to help through those rough points is essential.
Because it's probably pretty easy for a person to go back into old patterns.
Or never get out of them to begin with. But yeah, for sure, it's easy to associate that the negative experience that someone may be having or the difficulties they're having with their meditation has to do with the meditation practice they're doing or some other outer circumstance in their life. And yeah, we fall back into old coping patterns as opposed to moving forward. Typically we'll regress. And so, again, having some form of support is essential to continue to move forward.
So it's interesting how this question is. It says, can people get by? So I guess you can get by, but you really won't accelerate anything or make any leaps or bounds.
That's certainly been my experience, yes. I definitely hit plateaus and for an extended period of time, for well over a year, almost 2 years, I did just meditate by myself, an hour in the morning, hour at night. And I was doing a form of a heart meditation. I knew my heart was the key, but I wasn't touching my heart or smiling my heart. I was just focusing on my heart. And I certainly had deeper experiences of peace and tranquility happening. But it wasn't until my teacher taught me those little keys and then continued to share deeper and deeper levels that I just went quantum and continued to grow. So I see Trey down there playing with cats. He's having fun being a party boy.
That's the cool thing about just turned on effects, and I saw that. I get a little alert. Oh, he's a scholar.
Yeah, he got me too. I was in the middle of talking. I'm like, what is he doing?
We'll have to do one of those some other time. This one we're going to keep kind of short because we've got some other stuff going on. But so
yeah, I
that's
think
the
we
essence
answered
of
the
it.
question. Yeah, Trey, you got anything to say on that?
Professor?
You might have to unmute.
Professor, do you have any comments on?
My only comment is it's practice. It's all about practice, and so the more you do it, the more the entire experience is reinforced. And if a coach is the key for you to be regularly practicing, then great. If you have good discipline, then do that and stick with it. The main thing is, for meditating, it's all about doing it and not thinking about doing it, not talking about doing it. It's about doing it.
Exactly. Flex that muscle, work that muscle.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to shut this thing down because I got another thing going on at 3:30. So you guys can stay on. We can chat a little bit. And other than that, so Damon, we covered it. Peace, love, and happiness. This is good. We got more of these coming up. We're only on up to 10. I think we got like 30 of these questions. So stand by. Everybody subscribe. Get on the list.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks,
You're adding
guys.
a scruffy mustache to my beard.
Yes. Go shave, Damon. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you, Brad.